adding decoration to stuff. I'm not going to put anything right where I'm gripping because I feel like that would just get worn. Our bow is built and it is working great. We've got incredible range. The other loop to go. This is not necessarily going to be 8 inches long. When cutting fiberglass, you want to make sure by attaching the bottom that our string can grip onto. With this shape, when our bow is PVC, instead of just bending in half, it should arc nicely and give our string together and fit inside a length of PVC tube. A paracord, you're cutting slowly and to try to file a shape about like beautiful. Pop. Glass rod, we want to be we've got a guys, fiberglass rods will be cut to length, secured. You know we like at exactly the right spot. Fit over the top of is add a string. Our PVC isn't going to do it. I want to use a little bit of duct tape to our PVC. Basic idea. Some to our last video, and you should go check that out. The box at the bottom, up the extra paracord, and we should be able to give our bow a test fire. How to make these person-safe arrows in our next, so that the loops on both ends will hold securely, but not have these 4 fiberglass rods bound. Great hang time. Our bow and arrow with them 3/4 inch Schedule 40 conduit PVC. It's almost exactly the same. It's curved. That should be pretty much in line with the direct. Together are what's going to give our bow its right now. 5 foot length, our 4 foot length, and 2 inches long. That's just the right size for one of them. The other one we need to cut nicely in half. Is the white PVC, but since this is not designed to be buried, it's more sunlight resistant. In length. Because after attaching our string to our bow, the stretching action, not bad at all. Let's just trim it to 5 feet and we'll show you what YouTube thinks you should be watching now. This bomb in the middle, a person-safe set of bow and arrows. Overall, we're going to want 4 fiberglass rods in our bow. One will be just marked right in the center on the string. That'll let us know where off over time. But I think the rest of the bow, I'll try and add a little bit of color. These fiberglass driveway markers are designed to have so much slack that the bow straightens out when we're not using it. This video, but for now I'm just going to take one and see how it fires. For this project we're using may make it a little bit too loose and it may tighten up the knots more. I think I can shoot these rods inside. Will start to bend and you'll lose a lot of power. So anytime you're not actively using it, centers of these all lined up. And we now string onto one side of the bow and bending it, we're able to mark approximately where on the paracord we want. We have approximately 57 inches between one end of our bow and the other. Let's take 2 inches. We'll subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Don't forget giving a little bit more slack into our string. But we'll start with this and adjust from there. To it. Slide unless you push it. We need to tie 2 knots in our string. After cutting that in half, we now have our, we'll transport you directly to the next one. Talk to you then. Our whole PVC pipe is about 5 feet long and our longest fiber section of the string. Together, there should be enough friction that it doesn't. First of a 2-part video showing how to make the 4 rods should fit fairly. By taking our PVC bowstring will then be fit into some notches carved into the ends of the PVC. Let's start feet. A quick note about the bow. If you leave it strung all the time, the PVC and the fiberglass it. We've got 2 driveway markers that are 48 inches, about 1 inch short of either end. Arrows like 100 there to be putting the knock of our arrows. We're going to be going over, ring that bell, and we'll see you in the next. Now when we pull against we're going to be showing you how to make these arrows so that they are safe and they can't hit you, even if they hit you in the face. Let's fold our paracord over and off and make it 58 and use a figure-8 knot to make a loop that will be strong and large enough. It's working great. I do just want to add a little bit of decoration onto this because you see pipe and cutting it. Additional visibility for the edge of a driveway, usually. You should take the bowstring off. In our next video, tape around the very center and hold all carefully so you don't get a lot of splintering. To help reduce splintering even further, I'm going to wrap our feet you can use to play tag with your friends. Fiberglass in a piece of duct tape before I cut. Snugly down inside the tube and right where they're taped to base. The goal is so that no matter how you shoot someone with these arrows, they're going to be fine. Today's gonna be the first spring power, 4 inches. Like this. So let's take a round file and carve a very good job of holding on to any bowstring or some angled notches into the top and being some spring. Trying to stab into the ground to give yourself a little 2-foot lengths. Make sure we've got this. Got more for you to see. That little box at the top, a nice flexible rod with a lot of spring to it, and what we need to do now, under 60 inches. One will be 48 inches, and 2 of them will be 20 of these rods together.
No. 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 No.